We want you to take a bunch of games that haven't even been released yet and review them. Review. With extreme prejudice. One of the most mythologized periods of history anywhere in the world would have to be the American Wild West. What was actually a time of fairly straightforward Western expansion and progressive settlement has taken on a legendary status as a time of constant shootouts and showdowns, gunfights and lynchings and bar fights and other excitement. The TV series Deadwood gave us a somewhat more realistic version of the time, showing us an altogether dirtier and less glamorous version of history, but still the amount of gunplay and violence was overemphasized. Now Rockstar has developed a sequel to their 2004 game Red Dead Revolver with Red Dead Redemption. This new game would have to be the most realistic depiction of life in the so-called Wild West. You start the game by riding into a new settlement and choosing what job you'll do in order to survive. You can become a bartender or shop owner, which leads you into a kind of management game as you buy and sell dried goods, furs and leather or whiskey depending on your establishment. Or you can prospect for gold, where you slowly and carefully pan in a nearby creek, playing a kind of hidden object game where you pick tiny specks of gold dust out from the rest of the silt. You can become a locomotive engineer, which is a rhythm game that shovels coal into the boiler for hours and hours, while the train automatically follows the tracks. Of course, most players will want to become cowboys. This is more of a sandbox mode that involves fixing fences, keeping an eye on your cattle, and every now and then driving them across the land to fresh pastures. There's also a calf birthing minigame that is in equal parts fun and stomach-churningly disgusting. You can pretty much do anything that people of the time would do. Of course, just like in real life, what you can't do is shoot or fight with anybody. Although there are guns in the game, they're only ever used to hunt animals for food. If you shoot any people, then you'll be immediately arrested by the local sheriffs and either thrown in jail or hanged. If you start fights in the saloons or in the streets, then you'll be eventually forced from the town by the angry townspeople. This is a slice of real life. There are no showdowns, no train robberies, no bank hold-ups, no banditos, no highwaymen, no land grabs, no posses, nothing like that. Life is stable, serious, and boring. The ultimate goal of the game is to live a happy and quiet life, to buy some land and build a little homestead, to get married and have some children who take care of you as you get older. Finally, you'll pass away from natural causes, perhaps cholera or tuberculosis, or even syphilis if you've been visiting the town's whorehouse. Success is based on how quiet and happy your life has been. This is a great game and very educational, kind of like an updated 3D version of Oregon Trail, but based on one place. If you're looking for lots of shooting and action, then you'd be better off playing Gun, Call of Juarez, or perhaps the upcoming Halo and Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman crossover game that Bungie are developing.